I thought this was a very good movie. I've seen this before, so when I initially watched this, it was quite a shock with the ending. This time around, I started to watch what all the other characters were doing, and I came to the conclusion that it's very obvious that this is all staged. I guess the best way to hide something is to hide it in plain sight. I also kind of like how they have done this before. You can kind of tell everyone's getting sick of it. Like even the patients are like flat out telling Teddy that this is all staged, but he believes they are trying to tell him something else because he is in fact also crazy. Uh, I also like how Buffalo Bill from Silence of the Lambs just randomly shows up. Uh, it has like a creepy conversation with Teddy, and it ends with him asking Teddy if he could stop him from eating his eyeball out, while also kind of like giving like big hints to the big plot twist of the movie to our main character, who sees it as something more sinister to the plot that he is like made up in his head. Can we also just talk about like how well funded this mental health facility must be if they're able to take time out of their day to make an elaborate mystery in hopes of curing one of their patients? And like this isn't a one-time thing. They've done this before. I feel like it's a stark contrast to like how I'm always hearing about how underfunded our hospitals and mental health facilities are in the real world. So I guess this can really only be fiction, or who knows? Maybe it was better times back then. So I kind of want to talk about the final scene in the movie. When I was watching this movie, and thanks having watched Memento the week before, I was reminded of Leonard a lot from Memento when we see Andrew at the end of the movie. A couple lines that Leonard says at the end of Memento is, I'm not a killer. I'm just someone who wants to make things right. Do I lie to myself to be happy? I'd rather be mistaken for a dead guy than a killer. And I have to believe that my actions still have meaning. I feel like all those lines that Leonard says are very similar to what Andrew was feeling at the end of Shutter's Island, and what he meant when he says, which would be worse, to live as a monster or die as a good man. It's like they're both so lost in their minds that the only thing making sense to them is searching for a killer, when in fact they are the killer, or he was like already caught. They can't live with their current realities. Andrew's case is he killed his wife after she murdered their children. He'll never be able to get over that grief of what actions he has done, or or what he could have done to avoid all that happened. And in Leonard's case, his wife is dead. He might be responsible for it, and he might have gotten the killer he was looking for, but he will never remember it, and therefore never get any satisfaction or closure. But he would also be missing, without purpose in life, and therefore both of these characters must change reality in their minds in order to carry on living from the, the truth. It's a really grim ending because you can tell through the glances, well, I guess just the glance that Andrew gives to Chuck, that he is only acting insane to finally end this cycle. And even like his little glance over to Dr. Colley uh, was also kind of like a recognition of thank you for everything he has done. I really wanted Andrew to have some sort of happy ending, but I mean, this might be the closest he gets to one because he really can't handle all the pain he's been through. So maybe this is the best thing for him to get lobotomized. I think that might be like a very interesting topic to discuss in class on whether there was a better ending for Andrew in the end. So those are my thoughts on Shutter's Island. Thank you.